Warning, this is a trap, and we're going to follow a very simple four-step recipe to know whether or not what we're seeing on the tape, again, we're currently at step 2, that's about halfway there. Are things totally fine, or is there maybe more at play here that we want to pay attention to? So that's basically it. We're going to follow the four-step recipe. So if it's a trap, we're just going to stop going down. We're going to stop at number 2, and we're going to start going higher. However, by closing at or near the low of the day, the odds increase that we might go lower. Where? Oh my God, there might be a stock market crash to leg number 1, maybe even to leg number 2, God forbid, leg number 3. What are these key areas? This is the previous all-time high. If it does what it did last time, having a hard time talking today. Previous resistance acting as support. Well, that's basically what we're looking for here. If it crash lands and curls, that's bullish. If it comes down to the gap fill and bounces off the 50 DMA and also goes to a new higher high, that would be a higher low and a higher high. However, if it falls below the beach ball, which is basically what we've been talking about, right? The Trump bump is done and there's a fade. Well, that's the really important area. Pay attention to that. So right now we're talking about the daily chart and how we're only halfway through the bear recipe, right? We've gone to the fridge, we took some ingredients out, but there's no confirmation yet. Technically, we have a higher high and we have a higher low on the weekly, but we should not be excited to buy up there because right now on the weekly candle, we want to wait for the higher low. If we can establish support here, great. If not, tomorrow's Friday. We have to see what happens here. By closing at or near the low of the candle, the odds increase we could go lower. Remember how we talked about Tesla the last few days? Well, my mouth isn't working today. We fill the gap and then what? Well, 1, 2, 3 full candles. And we're going lower in after hours. We'll talk about that in a moment. So if the S&P does track this, stock market crashes here, baby. We're going down. We're going to get discounts. It's going to be Black Friday. Are things totally fine? Are stocks good or are stocks bad? Come right this way if you'd like to see some red. My name is Xi Jinping, and I'm going to be meeting with this guy in a couple of days here. Biden and Xi are going to meet in Peru as U.S.-China relations are tested as the big guy returns, right? The big dawns. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen. Here we go. Let me show you the red, right? Let me bring you behind door number 1. It's red. All right. What do we have? Yeah, it's largely red. Tesla's leading the charge. If we go here to after hours, let's see if anything's reacting here. Tesla's down another 1%. But if we go to the last week, this is where it's a tale of multiple markets. Red over here, and holding up over here. This is getting interesting. Remember how we talked about RWM yesterday? Well, that stock actually turned into an instant winner. We got a trim on it today for 2.5%, which means that we literally cannot lose on this position now. Very nice place to be in. We also got a warning on SARC, and that is now up by 7.6%. We got a failed alert on the Dow Jones, but it's actually higher now. So the good alerts, that's the Russell and SARC. Those are doing pretty well here. A diminished Biden heads to APEC summit in Peru, overshadowed by certain country. I've already said it. Let's see if the YouTube gods are going to be striking me down today. Hopefully not, right? I'm going to do my prayers and blessings after this. I'll make a sacrifice. Thank you, YouTube gods. China's certain person arrives in Lima for APEC to open a megaport. Oh my goodness. This is a big deal. We talked about the Moricel, I think it's whatever, the EU deal that's going to happen with Latin America. Well, this is one of the countries inside that little group. And he's going to be here to inaugurate. He's going to be here to inaugurate a port for industries like electric vehicles and pork. Interesting. Well, revolutionize, right? Inaugurational ceremony. There's going to be a photo op, a photo opportunity. Yes, that's going to be great. And if we look behind door number 2, right? Actually, let me go back here. Let me show you behind door number 2 and then door number 3. So door number 2 is a trick. And then door number 3, more red. Here we go. Let's have a look. And the reason why I'm just making a bit of a joke is because I want you to remember these things. So if everything's always the end of the world, well, you're not going to really remember anything. What I want you to remember are the key areas because I'm trying to remind myself as I do these videos too. These are for me. 63, here's the previous top. Where are we now? A 60. So do we buy greed or do we sell greed? Well, a month ago, we were in extreme greed. A year ago, we were neutral. A week ago, greed. Now, more greed, but less than before. Okay. So is momentum going down? Well, ask yourself what people are posting. Are they mega bullish? Are they willing to buy the dip? Or are they starting to turn bullish? Well, I'm getting attacked for being a little bit bearish, right? Oh my God, you're not super mega bulled up. I don't know where you guys have been, but I've been pretty bullish. Looking at the data and what drove the market today, I'm going to ask you for a huge favor first. If you could please consider smashing that thumbs up or subscribing to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. So Jerome Powell spoke today, and we also had CPI coming out. Let's have a quick look at that because I think it came in right bang in line. Let me just double check that because sometimes I don't always have a chance to hit everything and get it ready before we hit record here. All right, I got a few more things to go through and I still got a few more minutes left. Perfect. Oh my God, all these ads. Get out of here. BPI came in line. That's good. 0.2 was a good reading. Anything above 0.2 was bad because we want 0.1 and 0.2, just like last time. Japan Q3. I don't think we have anything tomorrow. Oh, we do. Core retail sales. I'm not going to read too much into it. Let's just close it out. Why? Powell talked today. Markets at the low of the day. News, reaction to the news, low CPI earlier in the week. Kind of everything I said that might turn the market lower. And oh my God, you got bearish slightly for the first time in like a couple of weeks. Yes, I did. And it worked out. Now we have a can't lose position that's 35%, which means we got a pretty nice hedge right here. We made 0.5% gain on the account. And the worst case scenario now is that we give back the gains that we've already made. Perfect. Having a look here to Tesla, Rivian, and the reason why they're moving lower here in after hours, this is a very peculiar reason. Let's have a look here because it's actually, right, it's blessed to the dawn, right, the big dawn. Let's see if we got a picture of the dawn here, right this way, sir. The big dawn. So it's got the blessing here. And the reason why I find this curious is because this is coming out on a very curious day. Tesla, Rivian drop on report that Trump is going to axe the EV credit. Tesla's likely going to be in the best position to survive this, but I think the timing is extremely peculiar. I'll just leave it there, right? Sir, can you please come behind door number 4? All right, let's go behind door number 4. What do we got? There's some red here. All right, let's hit refresh. Beep, beep, beep. Right, Tesla down 6% in after hours, another 1.4. Oh my goodness, this does not look good. All right, Rivian, poo, poo, poo. Right, that's a sad stonk. Right, it's a little bit sad. Yeah, that's a sad stonky. We look over here. We got Trump Media Group, and I bought some, right? Bought some at 31, bought some at 28. Yeah, poo, poo, poo. All right, not a lot of gas left in that tank right now. Nope, firing blanks right now. Poo, right, that's sad. Oh, all right, last one here. What do we got? SMCI. Something else bad happened. I don't even care. I don't want to look at the news or reactions. All I need to know. It's finally red on the year. Round trip, negative 37% on the year. Oh my God. Ugh. The last 6 months, it's down 70. How about the last 5 years? Hey, it's still up 700%. Wow, that's fallen from grace though. It's still in the S&P 500. It could still get kicked out. Is this totally fine? Well, tune in tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. and you can come hang out with me. All right, thanks so much for tuning in, and I very much look forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow's video. Hopefully, you had a little bit of fun today. Thank you so very much.